January 1st has come and gone, and with it brought a ton of new LEGO releases across all the different themes. And one of those themes was Speed Champions, and in my opinion, those sets were absolute fire. And with that being said, in this video, we're going to be reviewing none other than Lightning McQueen. When I saw that they were going to be releasing this set, I was super excited because I remember watching the franchise with the kids, seeing how Owen Wilson did a fantastic job playing Lightning McQueen and giving it so much emotion and just all the funny parts. It was a huge member berries for me, and so I knew I had to have it. After you break open the box, you're going to be getting a total of 5 bags, and in Lightning McQueen, we got paper bags, which is pretty cool. Then you end up getting your trusty manual, which we all know what happens to manuals. We just kind of toss them to the side. And then unfortunately, we get quite a large sticker sheet. Yeah, there's a lot of stickers in this set, so be ready to go ahead and get your alignment going when it comes to placing these bad boys. Now, the difference with this Speed Champion sets compared to the others, there is no minifig included in this set. And that makes a lot of sense because, well, the character was Lightning McQueen. Nobody was driving Lightning McQueen. The car was the physical character. So that makes a ton of sense. Now, we're going to go ahead and talk about the printed pieces as well as the stickers that come in the set because there are indeed some printed pieces, and the location of them was actually nice because it would have been very difficult to line all these up and make it make sense. Okay, so let's talk about the printed pieces. Looking back towards the end of Lightning McQueen, all of those pieces back there are actually printed. So we have a small 1x1 piece, as well as a couple of pieces that line up that rear end of Lightning McQueen, which again would have been very difficult to line up, especially lining up those stickers with the wheel well as well would have been very difficult. But anything else on the car are actually stickers. And unfortunately, the same problem that has existed with stickers and Lego is going to exist here in this set as well. And that is the simple fact that the colors don't match the brick that they're being placed on. And I know I feel like I talk about this all the time and I feel like a broken record, but I do feel like we have to highlight this because I'm hoping eventually Lego will address it and change the way that they do their stickers. Now, I'm not going to say that I'm some kind of sticker specialist, that I know what goes into creating stickers or any of that stuff, but I'm hoping that they can find a different way or a different vendor that is able to match those colors. Now, the thing with Lightning McQueen being completely red, it does help with allowing for that slightly off color red to kind of blend in a little bit at a distance. But if you really pull the set up, to your eyes, you're gonna see that color difference. Now, in the past, I've always mentioned, hey, why don't they just go ahead and make those areas clear so that the color of the the color of the brick shines through and then it will match the exact color that it needs to be. But I think the problem with that is if you have any bubbles underneath, if you get any grime, any dust, any of that stuff underneath that clear sticker, now it's going to be showing through. And I think that's probably the reason why Lego doesn't want to take that technique going forward. But I hope, again, I hope that maybe in the future they will change it because that's one of the glaring issues about stickers. I'm okay with stickers. It is what it is. There's going to be stickers in sets. But if they matched the color of the brick, that'd be one less thing for us to complain about. Am I right? Now that we got the whole sticker situation out of the way, we can go we can go ahead and take a look at the build itself. And they did a fantastic job bringing Lightning McQueen to brick form with Speed Champions. They even got down to the smile that Lightning McQueen would have when he was doing his jokes and laughing and all of that good stuff. And the whole cha-ching. I just love it. Okay, so When it comes to Lightning McQueen itself, the build, they got very nice angles, and the representation of Lightning McQueen down to the brick form. I don't know how else they could have done it any better. It really looks like Lightning McQueen from the Cars franchise. Okay, so you have the same exact lines, the same exact design, the same exact angles. You have again that smile. Now, unfortunately, this is a sticker up front. I wish this would have been printed, but they even got kind of the whole emotion of Lightning McQueen in that sticker, just encapsulated right there, which was great. But everything else, when it comes to just the design itself, was banger. It's like spot on, even down to the printing of the tires, which was very, very cool. Now, here is the thing that's different about this set compared to some of the other Speed Champions. There is no base plate like normally comes in a Speed Champions. And the base plate that I'm talking about, I'll just show some B-roll right here that you can see the underneath plate that they build all of the Speed Champions on. This car is completely brick built, and I'm wondering if they're trying to transfer over to something like that because of the details that they're able to get. And what are those details? Well, they actually built out the underneath of Lightning McQueen and showed off a lot of different car parts. And when I put this together, I was just like, oh my. They actually built this stuff out. So looking at the bottom, you can see where the transmission is at, the drivetrain is at, the transfer case towards the back end of Lightning McQueen. You can see the exhaust pipes and obviously the exhaust exits, which you can see on the side, but they built them out down there. And I thought that was fantastic. I almost feel like we need to get this with the rest of the speed champions going forward. And I'm hoping that maybe every now and then we do get a set where they build out the bottom because that just looks really cool. But this might be the only one that comes this way. Now, I don't know if the reason why they did this was simply because of the shape of Lightning McQueen. They just could not do that with that standard base plate, or they decided to build out the bottom and show off some of the parts because there was no minifig included in this set. I'm not sure. I'll leave that up to your guys' interpretations. Maybe somebody can ask Lego and find out why they decided to brick build this set instead of using that base plate. I don't know, but I'm here for it. And hopefully, we actually get that introduced in the future of some of these Speed Champion sets. Now, after giving you all of those details and showing off what this set brings to the table, now you can see why I say that this is a have to have set. Now, not only is this fully brick built and they built out the bottom of the car, but this is such an iconic character with a franchise that was beloved by millions of people. And it's kind of crazy that it took them this long to bring a Lightning McQueen. I mean, Cars goes with Speed Champions. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure why it took them so long to bring that to light, but they did, and I'm glad that they did. Now, does this mean that they're going to be bringing other Cars characters to Speed Champions? I don't know. Maybe it depends on how well this set does. Now, that being said, the store that I went to on January the 1st had stacks and stacks of Lightning McQueen, and they sold out within like 10 minutes of the store being open. So I think that's a clear indication that Lightning McQueen did really well as a Speed Champion set. So maybe in the future we do get some more Cars characters. I ask that we please, even if it has to be a poly bag because this character was really small, can we can we please get a Guido? Please give us a Guido. If you're not familiar with that character, it was the character that would change out the tires. That car character was loved, just loved tires. And everything was about tires. They knew everything about tires. It was just such a cool character and one of my favorites. Please, Lego, can we get a Guido? Now, after watching all of this information, it's going to be up to you if the juice is worth the squeeze or this set is worth the money. It is $27.99. They did go up in price, but I feel like they did such a good job on this set that it's worth the 27 bucks. But again, You're going to have to make that decision for yourself. So if you found this video informative, do us a favor and go down there and hit it with a like. If you want to see more content like this going forward, subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comment sections below. Did you pick up Lightning McQueen? What did you think about the build, about the stickers, all of that good stuff? Did they sell out in your store? Let us know in the comment section below. Now, as always, while you're out there looking for Lego, searching for that perfect set for you, be safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.